Hi everyone, I hope you are. This is CoinsKid, just going to dive into Bitcoin. We've got a CoinsKid group. So one thing we're looking for here for Bitcoin is for this to stay green at the moment. Like I said to you a few weeks ago, when we broke through this in early January, we're staying green. If we can hold this for a very long period of time, it's building up the probability of the fact that we are, in this massive impulsive move, retracing to this high just there for Bitcoin. Okay, I am doing numerous updates on Twitter. I'm on holiday at the moment. I'm just going to get this quick update out for you today to show you what I think Bitcoin's up to at the moment. But anyway, we're running to this 55 at the moment. I think a really bullish statement from Bitcoin would be a break above the 55, which is this red line here, the weekly 55 EMA, holding it as support and staying green. So the longer we stay green, the more probability we've got of doing something like that and like that. Okay, so if we zoom to the left, we'll take a look. You can clearly see that once you start to turn green and get above the red line, it's that all systems go. Failure to go green above the red line could lead to a retracement or a retracement back down to this low or even a new low. So this is why I said to you, it's really paramount that we see Bitcoin get back above that 55 EMA on the weekly time frame. So let's zoom in on the hourly time frame and have a look at what we think Bitcoin's doing right now, okay? So look at Bitcoin on the hourly time frame. You can see at the moment what we've done. We've ramped up. Okay, we're ramped up into this key resistance at the moment, just here, and we're sort of caught between this resistance and support at the moment. So there's some kind of channel that we're sort of adhering to for Bitcoin at the moment. So I'm trying to find the lows, and I'm trying to find a key level resistance that once we break it, it's super bullish for Bitcoin. And clearly at the moment this is our top. Okay, and if we start to take that out, I think you've got to run towards 28k within a matter of days. Once that happens, okay, a massive impulse like you did here. So the key thing here to keep an eye on is the support. So at the moment you can clearly see down here we sort of create this Adam and Eve bottom. We broke out. This is the hourly time frame, and we never back tested it. So immediately that's on the radar for any big pullback at 22328 for Bitcoin, and equally got this level of consolidation here, some kind of ascending triangle on the way back up, and boom, we've never back tested it. So immediately, if Bitcoin starts to, have a bigger retracement just there, I would be looking for these two levels of support to come in for Bitcoin, where I expect a big bounce. So is there any kind of confluence to them particular targets at the moment? Because what I think we've got, if we take a look at the daily time frame, and I've gone through this with you before, I think that what we've got is a clear impulsive move off the bottom, okay, breaking out of a falling wedge, falling back to the neckline support, looking to go again. But we're running into this high, and we're running to the 55 EMA on the weekly time frame, which is normal. Okay, but what we've got here is 5 waves. So we've got the 1, the 2, the big 3, the 4, and the final 5th wave right here. Now, is this wave done? And are we coming in for a big ABC correction right here? Some kind of wave 2 correction before a massive parabolic move here, which is a wave 3, which is going to be unbelievable. Absolutely confirm the bull run and melt people's faces. Okay, but anyway, that's a different story. Now what we're doing here, we're simply retracing from this high to this low. So this is your key low at the moment, which is 21383, and equally this is your key resistance. Break that, super bullish. Lose that, I think is really bearish, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, because on the weekly time frame, this is the weekly 20 EMA coming up to it. Do you see this? So you've got the 20-week EMA coming up to this low, and I think if you start to see Bitcoin closing below that weekly 20 EMA, which is equally earlier in the video, the bull market support band right there, that's really bearish. We're not doing it yet. We're running to key resistance, and we're retracing for the continuation of the trend. And what we're getting between these EMAs on the weekly is some kind of compression that's going to lead to expansion. Whether or not we break to the upside or to the downside is going to be a really highly tradable event here. Okay, remember there's no guarantees, but what's on the side, if we take a look, is a clear break, and I said this to you the whole way down, a clear break of support and resistance right here. Okay, I said to you, once you break this resistance, fall back to support, that's your go signal, that's your entry point for Bitcoin to ride a massive impulsive move up. So the probability is, because we're holding this weekly 20 EMA right here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're coming in for the 7th week of staying above that weekly 20 EMA. We're looking pretty solid. We're building a foundation. We're breaking the trend, basically. I do apologise for all the lines. I'm on the laptop, so it's quite difficult. But, at the minutes, I'm just trying to identify key support and resistance for you. So on the hourly time frame, what I think we're doing, we're running to resistance and we're retracing to support for the continuation of this trend, which is actually bullish. Okay, we can't ignore this impulsive move off the lows right now. Okay, so at the minute, this could be classed as an impulsive move that's done. And right now, we could be going for a correction. So in theory, what we should be doing right here is some kind of A, B, C wave correction. So if we take a look, we've got a nominal level resistance there that wasn't back tested support, and we've got a nominal level of resistance just there that wasn't back tested support. So it could indicate that this particular wave here was the final 5th wave of a massive impulsive wave 1, and what we're going through right now, because the DXY is retracing, is a simple A, B, C-wave correction back down to a normal level of support where we don't lose the 20-week EMA before we start to go again. So I think right now could be a good area to just ladder some bids on this area here. You've got this area 22935, which is this swing high, and then equally you've got 22328, which is this swing high. Again, if it starts to fall below that and you lose the 20-week EMA, I would look to exit the market at that point. Okay, a close below the weekly 20 EMA would be a bearish statement from Bitcoin. So for me, I'm looking to ladder some bids in down here on that level and that level, pretty much simply because resistance becomes support, okay, and it really is that simple. So if we are going through some kind of ABC correction at the moment, this would have been some kind of A wave, we're loading up in some kind of B wave, and then we would see a C wave drop, which is really nasty. Everyone will get really, really bearish at that point, but all you're doing is retracing for the continuation of the trend. Do you understand? So these are my key levels of support that I'm looking at, and the reason is because this is resistance becoming support on the way up, okay? And again, this will all be invalidated if Bitcoin breaks here, takes out that high, and pushes up. Okay, you're in the final impulsive move, wave 5 to around about 26k, isn't it? But the greater you retrace, the greater the impulsive pace. I think if we get this big pullback, we could be looking at Bitcoin going to 34k over the next sort of month, okay? And a massive, massive move here for Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.